Good morning from the news desk of DW24 News. The Russian perspective of banning the stories you don't like seems an inadequate way to deal with the problem. Paula Slayer, a journalist with Russia Today, has cited that the banning of Russian media platforms violates freedom of speech and opens the door for future suppression. Over the past couple of days, several Russian media platforms have been banned in different parts of the world as a result of the ongoing conflict between Ukraine and Russia. Last week, the European Federation of Journalists, which represents some 320,000 journalists, spoke out against the banning. EFJ General Secretary Ricardo Guterres said that such an act of censorship could have a totally counterproductive effect on the citizens who follow the banned media. It's always better to counteract the disinformation of propagandist or alleged propagandist media by exposing their factual errors or bad journalism, by demonstrating their lack of financial or operational independence, by highlighting their loyalty to government interest and their disregard for the public interest. According to Paula, there seems to be a trend of presenting media that is aligned with official adversaries as inherently propagandistic and deceitful, while the output of Western media is presumed to be objective, free from the manipulation, and truthful. A sizable portion of the Russian population estimates suggests between 50% and 75% support the Russian military operation in Ukraine. To claim that they do so because they are misinformed and don't agree with the Western criticism of the war is unfair and frankly insulting. Wars are now increasingly being fought online through the media. It's already becoming a case of whose story wins rather than whose army wins. Banning the stories you don't like seems an inadequate way to deal with the problem. Not only does it violate freedom of speech, it's the start of a slippery slope that opens the door for future suppression. The charge of propaganda is the easiest way to delegitimize a channel. If stories that appear on RT were to appear on the BBC, would they still be regarded as propaganda? Who decides what is propaganda anyway? I support the idea of media plurality. I believe it's useful for Western audiences to understand what Russians are thinking, especially in their own language. Every channel has a point of view, all media are subjective. Neither I nor RT have ever hidden the fact that the channel represents the Russian government's point of view. I believe there is value in hearing the government's perspective and justification for this war, said Paula. That's all for today. Keep watching DW24 News for the latest updates.